The Amex Gold is one of American Express's premier travel cards alongside the Amex Platinum and the Amex Green. I've had the Amex Gold for the past half year now, and it still remains my daily driver for whenever I go out. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly why that is and why I think everyone watching this video should have the Amex Gold in their wallets. But before we get into why the Amex Gold should be in your wallet, please consider liking and subscribing if you find the content to be helpful. It really helps to grow and support the channel. Thank you. So let's talk about those popular categories. The Amex Gold earns 4x back at restaurants worldwide and 4x back at US supermarkets up to $25,000 per year. Additionally, it gets 3x back on flights directly booked with airlines or on amextravel.com and 1x back on everything else. It comes in at a hefty annual fee of $250, but this is going to be offset by two $10 per month credits, which, if you think about it and you do the math, it really just makes the effective annual fee just $10, which is really worth for such a premier travel card. Some other benefits include a $100 experience credit when you book a minimum 2-night stay at the hotel collection. And what the experience credit is usually just some sort of dining credit, spa credit, some resort credit that you can use. And some other things about the card, has no foreign transaction fees, which is great if you're traveling worldwide. Although Amex isn't as widely accepted worldwide, it's still a nice card to have in your wallet. It has baggage insurance, which is really helpful nowadays because every airline seems to be losing people's bags, so just a nice bonus to have. And finally, it comes in two colors, the gold and the rose gold. So the rose gold was actually a limited time color, but recently they made it a permanent color, so anyone applying to the card can choose either one of these two colors. That's just some basic information about the card. We'll get into more of that later, but for now, I want to talk about the sign-up bonuses. So currently the public sign-up bonus is 75,000 points after spending $4,000 in the first 6 months. We can do better than that. American Express currently partners with Resy, which is a restaurant reservation company. Currently, the Resy offer for the Amex Gold is that same 75,000 points, but along with 20% back at restaurants up to $250 in the first 12 months. So if you think about it, as long as you're spending about $1,250 in the first 12 months at restaurants, which I'm sure everyone can hit, you're getting the full maximum value from the sign-up bonus. But there is one more offer out there that's much better. And that's the referral offer. So the referral offer is, well, from someone who has the Amex Gold, and it's 90,000 points after spending $4,000 in the first 6 months. This is definitely the best offer out there, and here's why. American Express points are generally evaluated at 1.8 cents per point. So 75,000 points is generally going to be around $1,350 in value. The Resy offer is going to be an additional $250, so that's $1,600. And finally, the referral offer is 90,000 points, which equates to roughly $1,620 in value. So as you can see, the referral offer is actually the best offer in terms of your money. With that information out of the way, let's talk about really why you should have this card. So as I mentioned before, the Amex Gold has really great cashback rates in two very important categories, which is restaurants and supermarkets. When I was in college, groceries and dining out were the majority of my expenses, so it was a really no-brainer for me to get that 4x back on categories that I spent a lot in. And the reason why I think everyone should have this is because everyone needs to go to the supermarket, everyone needs to eat. And a lot of families, including mine, spend a lot of money every single month on dining and groceries. So why not get a card that earns the most on both of these categories? In addition to these great earning categories, people might be initially hesitant about the $250 annual fee, which is acceptable. You're putting $250 into a piece of metal. However, the two $10 per month dining credits really help to offset the annual fee and make the $250 annual fee just a mere $10. So let's talk about the first one, which is an Uber credit. At the beginning of every month, you'll have a $10 Uber credit that you can use for Uber rides or Uber Eats. I usually just do Uber Eats pickup for this. Don't use delivery, save yourself from these delivery fees, just go pick something up. And there's another $10 per month credit that's for use at participating locations like Grubhub, Shake Shack, Cheesecake Factory, and a bunch of others. Now you can always use it at Shake Shack Cheesecake Factory if you ever find yourself there, but for the most part, I find myself just doing Grubhub pickup, and nice and simple, same as the Uber Eats pickup. Now, the problem with credit sometimes is that it's for places that people really don't usually spend money on or don't ever need, so it doesn't really seem like it's helping to offset the annual fee. However, in this case, everyone needs to eat out, so these $20 per month dining credits really just mean maybe 1.5 meals every single month. And finally, it's a useful card if you don't have any of the other premier travel cards, the Amex Platinum, the Chase Sapphire Reserve, the Chase Sapphire Preferred, if you don't have any of those, because it does still come with the hotel collection credit, the $100 experience credit, as well as the car insurance, baggage insurance. It can just get you out of a jam if needed. So let's talk about some alternatives to the card in this credit card world. So I think the biggest and direct competitor is the Saver cards. So there's the Saver One card, which gives you 3x back on dining, groceries, entertainment, and streaming services with no annual fee. And there's also the Saver card, which gives you 4x back on dining, groceries, streaming services, and entertainment with a $95 annual fee. So initially you might be thinking, the Saver card gets you 4x back at these categories as well, the dining and grocery, and it has a smaller annual fee. But as we talked about before, the 2 dining credits for the AmEx Gold really help to offset the annual fee, and I personally just think of the annual fee as just $10. So in my opinion, I think the AmEx Gold is better than both of these, even though they're direct competitors, just because it's better earning rates while having a lower annual fee. One other competitor is the Citi Custom Cash, which gives you 5x back on your top eligible spend per month. So eligible spend includes those at restaurants and groceries. So it just chooses a category per month. However, this 5x back is only on up to $500 and doesn't include both categories. You have to choose either dining or groceries. This makes the Amex Gold a little bit better because I feel like people spend more than $500 per month on dining and grocery combined, so it still makes the Amex Gold a better card. Now, let's talk about what you can do with your points. This is a question I get a lot when I talk to my friends about credit card points. Do I just cash them out for a statement credit? Do I just get it in terms of cash just in my bank? Well, yes, you can do that, but you're only getting 1 cent per point. And like I said at the beginning, we can value Amex points at roughly 1.8 cents per point, and sometimes you can get even better redemption value from them. So the best way to redeem your points is actually transferring them to travel partners. This is where you're going to get the most bang for your buck. For example, I went to Europe this summer and my flight back from France through KLM was $14.98. However, with a transfer bonus, I only used 16,000 points plus an additional 138.27, which comes out to a whopping 8.5 cents per point. And if you think about it, if we're getting 4x back at dining and groceries, that's effectively 34% back on these categories. Transferring to travel partners is a whole different ballgame. There's so many things that you can learn in this. There's so many different redemption options, so that will have to be saved for another video. So overall, I think that this card should be an essential one in everyone's wallets. One possible setup you can have is some sort of 2% card. So whether that be the Citi Double Cash or the Wells Fargo Active Cash. Actually, the Citi Double Cash just got a new sign-up bonus, so maybe it's the best time to apply for that. You can have one of those cards, you can have the Amex Gold as your daily driver, and the 2% as just a sort of catch-all card. But you can also still run it with the premier travel cards, because like I said before, none of the premier travel cards really get you those top tier bonuses on dining and groceries. So you can have this card with the Amex Gold, the Amex Platinum, they all work really well. You can have it with the Sapphire Reserve, Sapphire Preferred as well. If you've gotten this far, that's all I had for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions or would like to talk about your experiences with the Amex Gold, please feel free to leave them down below. If you enjoyed the video and found the video to be helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you do decide to apply for the Amex Gold after watching this video, please get the best sign-up bonus by using the referral link that I have down below. And have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the very next video.